I'm Slater Kirkland in New York City with your latest news from channel WKTZ at the top of the hour. Topping the news is the return of the missing heroes, calming fears of a life maybe lived without them, while the heroes have returned where they were and for what reason remains somewhat of a mystery. The only details have come from a press release from the Avengers Mansion stating, "To all of our devoted followers and fans, we would like to say thank you for your concerns during our departure. Unfortunately, details besides the fact that we were transported to another planet and that everything has been resolved is all that we can comment on currently. Unfortunately, two Avengers, the Vision and Scarlet Witch, recently were the target of an anti-mutant hate crime as the couple's New Jersey home was burned down by anti-mutant activists. Fortunately, neither of the Avengers were hurt, and for those responsible, parties have been taken into custody. Following up on an ongoing series of incidences in Alphabet City, a secret laboratory of advanced idea mechanics, better known as AIM, was found and believed the source of recent disappearances of local residences. Authorities arrived on the scene to find a number of murdered AIM agents and a handful of survivors. Two superpowered individuals were seen entering and exiting the scene, and locals referred to them by the names of Squall and Mental. The authorities are looking to speak with these two individuals that the local population are currently calling the People's Heroes. But if the two men are heroes or villains remains to be seen. As we draw this episode of the news at the top of the hour to a close, the city braces for what the Weather Service is predicting will be the worst blizzard in New York history since the 1947 Boxing Day blizzard. Citizens are encouraged to stock up and stay home during the storm. And that's all from WKTZ's News at the Top of the Hour with me, Slater Kirkland.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Superheroes. This is episode 5, Cinco, and we are playing the classic Marvel Superheroes Advanced Set here again today. My name is Adam, and I'm playing Gabriel Pine, a.k.a. the superhero Squall, who in his first superhero mission almost got killed.
Yeah.
It came really close to dying.
He got
he's
beat
still
up.
He's still unconscious in the back of a stolen
Knocked
van.
the fuck
As
out.
we left, he was.
I think he forgot
You
that
got
he
knocked
has.
the fuck out!
That's right. You did.
I think he forgot that he has superpowers.
I think.
I kind of. Well, I used some of them.
Well, I gotta say, this kind of goes back. Now, anybody watching's not going to know this, but like when Adam plays Dungeons and Dragons in other games, we'll just take Dungeons and Dragons for
Yeah.
example. He has a perchance he likes to play rogues and
Right.
roguish types,
Yeah.
and his rogues always have the same thing that they do in combat. I charge in there, ha ha, and I get right up in the guy's face, and I'm almost very roguish.
Yeah.
So-
That's what I'm
course
used
he
to
is.
playing. And I'm
Yeah.
also, if you remember when I played a ranger and I actually had spells, I
Never
never
used them.
remembered to use any of them. And when I
Never
did,
used
I would
them.
call them by the wrong name.
Yes.
So this
I
is
think-
very similar now, where I'm a good fighter and I also have other abilities that I tend to forget about.
Just don't use those. Yeah. I think you should just play fighters in D&D.
That's
But
what
anyway,
I'm gonna
we're
do from now on. That's what I've been doing.
That's
I
a
played
different
monk
show.
now, much easier. I played a
Yes.
barbarian, very simple.
there you go.
I need to streamline.
There you go. All right. Well, we're playing superheroes
We're
now.
playing to something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kim Chim. I'm
And I'm Kem Chan. I'm over here. I'm Adam, slay me. I play Jackson Briggs, aka Mental,
Mhm.
and I made it out without a scratch.
He did.
You've never been. Have you? You were hit once, I think.
Oh,
No, but that
was
didn't
it.
count. But that didn't count,
Nope.
right?
He sure did.
So
Sure.
in canon is you've never been touched.
That's right.
That's true. I love the part where there was like shit going down and a bunch of deformed figures beating on Squall.
And he just walked up
And
the stairs
Jackson
left.
goes, "You got this.
Yeah, no.
Mention it. You got it."
Yeah,
He's like,
basically, yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
today is
upstairs.
investigating, and I'm going to investigate.
That's right.
That's
He's like,
right.
"Those guys are big. Not gonna fuck with them."
They
Not-
were tough, man.
I am
Yep.
not the heavy this time, so
Nope,
I am
nope.
letting you take that one.
And I am Will DM. I am the judge for this Marvel superheroes game. It's good times. It's good stuff. Yeah, man. All right. Well, we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. This episode starts off with a little disclaimer that comes up on the screen. Says 1 week earlier. Now we see that fades away, and we're seeing a hallway in an apartment complex kind of run down. You can tell it's not the top line. There's three figures walking up the stairs. One is obviously your stereotypical super. It's the super, right? I got that right?
Yeah,
The
super.
Yeah.
Superintendent.
Yeah, this is
It's a little confusing since we're playing superheroes.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
The super's the one. He's like the maintenance guy.
Yeah. He's got the keys. He's got a big ring of keys slapping against his leg as he goes upstairs, jangling. Behind him is kind of an older man. He's got gray shot through the sides of his hair, which is mostly slicked back. He's wearing a real expensive suit, probably Italian. It's kind of got like a sheen to it, something like that. And then behind him is a really skinny brother, and you recognize as they turn the corner and start going up the stairs, and the stairs turn, it's Jackson Briggs. They keep going up the stairs for a couple more flights. They stop. They go down, open a door, go into a hallway. Super gets out his keys, and they stop before a door with police tape on it. And Super turns. He goes, "Yeah, you guys sure now? It's I mean, they got the tape on here. I'm figuring that they probably don't want people in here, and And the guy in the suit looks at him and goes, "Don't you worry about it. I own the building. It's okay. They've done their stuff. Not to mention my man here, Mr. Briggs, used to be a police officer. He's basically a cop. He knows what's going on. It's okay, isn't it, Mr. Briggs? See? He says it's okay, so just open the door, all right? I mean, you like being employed, don't you?" It's like, yes, I sure do. Let's see here, Mr. Benelli. And he goes and he gets the keys, and he pulls on the tape first, opens the door, just lets it go open. Just reach around the corner, flips a light switch, the lights come on, and you see a trashed apartment. Now, it's not trashed in the fact that maybe somebody was in there and there was a fight or anything along these lines. It's trashed in somebody just really doesn't pick up after themselves. It's the type of place that would just drive Adam crazy. Okay.
I'm already
It's-
getting anxious.
Yeah, see, there's like empty pizza boxes, there's plates all in the sinks. When the lights flip on, the roaches go a running. I mean, it's a bad place, right? And the guy in the suit walks in. Briggs walks in behind him, and the super's still standing in the hall. He's like, "All right, Mr. Benelli, if you need anything," and Mr. Benelli just closes the door as the guy's talking. Now, Mr. Briggs, you come very highly recommended, and I appreciate you coming here on such short notice, especially with my background. You know, I wasn't sure, but you know, I do appreciate you coming. This is my son's place, or was my son's place. Now, if I don't know what you're gonna do, you do that detective stuff that you do, you know. But if you can find Anthony, you know, I'd appreciate it. So, do's whatever you gotta do's. Look around, find whatever you needs to find, and then you can just show yourself out. All right, and you know, I really do appreciate you. And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out an envelope and he holds it over to you. There you go. Now this is for expenses. I know this is, you know, this might sort of thing might take you different places. Might you know, basically, let's put it this way. I know my son's a fuck up, huh? But he's still my son, you know. My wife, she's busting my balls, trying to find out about him. I need it. You know what I mean? So you do what you got to do, and you know, you get back to me on it. And even if that little piece of shit's in a gutter somewhere, you know, dead, I need to know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Gotta figure out what's going on. So
Sure.
I'm gonna leave you to it.
All right. How
And then
long?
he-
How long has it been since you've seen him?
I haven't seen that piece of shit in 2 weeks. Normally, I wouldn't care. I mean, the son of a bitch goes off on a bender from time to time, you know, drugs. It's drugs. He's all hooked up on that fucking smack, you know?
Right.
So it's like,
Sure.
so, but his mother, you know, because he comes around begging all the time, and he ain't been begging or around, so she's worried, you know?
Right.
I got nothing to tell her. And so that's why, you know, everybody
Okay.
says when it comes to, you know, the alphabet SETI, you know, you're the man. So that's
Well,
what-
I appreciate the work, and I will definitely do my best to find your son.
excellent. All right, well, I'm going to get this guy out of your hair. You know, take all the time you want.
Okay.
You call me. You got my number, right? So
Of course, I will.
he turns, opens the door, and the super's standing out there and says, he starts talking like, you know, mumbling, making excuses, and Mr. Benelli's all like, will you shut up? And then you just hear the door close, and then their footsteps going away. Now we see as Briggs starts moving around the apartment, you know, kicks a little something with a shoe here, looks over here at, you know, something. He goes in the pocket, pulls out a pencil to like move stuff around, what have you. And he's over on the table, and he's looking around, and he moves like a porn magazine. He flips it out of the way, and when he flips it over out of the way, he sees something. Reaches in, he gets some gloves. Puts the gloves on. Reaches down, picks it up, and it's a little yellow octagon sort of thing. Turns it over, and his fingers there for a minute, looking at it. Goes black. Scene ends. Okay. So there's that. Now you've got that job.
Okay.
Okay. This job you took 1 week ago for Mr. Benelli.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Benelli, as you probably guessed, has old connections to the Magia.
Okay.
You know, Marvel's version of, well, another
Right.
organization.
It's something else. Right.
Yes.
We won't name names here on
Well, there's
Saturday
a
Morning
reason-
Superheroes.
There's a reason Marvel changed F's to G's. So, But supposedly he's not really in the biz somewhat anymore. But you know how
Okay.
that is. You know too. Once you're in it, you're always in it, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But you know his son, and this is the reason why you agreed to meet with him and what have you, is because Anthony, while strung out on drugs and stuff, is a pretty decent guy. You know, you've met him down at the 11 Spoonful before,
Okay.
what have you, and you know, and so that's basically what that's all about. But all
Okay.
this other stuff popped up, so now you have that in mind for
So you went a week without looking for Anthony.
Pretty much.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
yeah.
Little Anthony,
Yeah.
as
And
I'm sure he says.
so the question I have is, we're going to pick it up in the van. Okay, you guys have just gotten the hell out of Dodge from the destroyed AIM installation. And who was driving? I don't even remember who was driving. It wasn't you.
I'm
was
driving.
It was it
I'm
you?
driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because all that's left standing is me,
And Wanda.
Wanda, right? The girl. She was carrying you,
Yeah, and then there were
and
other
then I had to
prisoners
shrink
too.
down. What did I shrink down?
You shrank
Shrunk
down one of the
one of the
mutants.
bots. One of the bot. Oh, one
One
of the
bots
No, he
and
did
one
not.
of the mutants. Yes.
Did you
yes.
shrink
Yeah.
a bot down?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did shrink a bot
All
down.
right, good, because I
For,
thought you were gonna. You're not gonna give what's his
Right.
name, Deshaun,
Right.
his payment.
Yeah.
Right.
For Deshaun.
For Deshaun, but then I also had to shrink down one of the mutants that was deformed and
Right, just so he
hulking
would
out.
fit in the van.
So we would fit in the van.
He was
right.
the guy that you befriended.
Exactly. He's your friend. So you've got a little.
I got a tiny hulking mutant.
You got a GI Joe size hulking mutant guy. And he's. Did you put him in your fanny pack?
I put him in my fanny. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So and
Roomy enough in there, I guess.
there was also the
With your
other
wallet and keys.
yeah. There was also the gun.
At the gun.
There was the other captives
Right.
as
But
well.
everybody got out. We got everybody out.
We have them in the van, right?
The only one you
No.
don't have in the van.
It's probably Anthony.
No, well, besides Anthony, that goes without saying. You would think, is actually that's what I want you to do. Is I want you to roll the notice roll. Not notice roll. Listen to me. Intuition. Again, they need an intuition roll from you. But there was. Don't forget, there was the guy in the suit.
Right.
Right.
The Asian guy in the suit.
Oh, he was an Asian guy. I forgot.
Yeah, and
So
he.
that's not Anthony, I imagine.
That's not Anthony. But as soon as those cells were open, that guy took off. So you haven't seen him since then. He just was gone. So
All right. My intuition is remarkable.
yeah, you got good intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All right, what do we get here? 66.
That's got to be.
I'm pretty sure
yellow.
that's a green. Oh,
First in yellow, right?
that's the first in yellow. Wow, color me impressed.
Because I've rolled
Seidler.
I've rolled enough 65s in remarkable.
Okay, you recognize that? Yes, one of the guys that were one of the captives.
Uh-huh.
It's Anthony.
Oh, okay.
It is Anthony.
Nice.
So
Oh, he is one of the captains.
he is one of the captives.
Boom. Done.
Yes.
Just like that.
Now the advance or the payment that he gave you,
Right.
I want you to roll me 1d10. Just one. You can do that. You remember on the little column up there, you can go in the top left. There's the sidebar, and it's got the little 20-sided die. And if you
Wait.
hover over that,
Wait, which column? What are you talking about? What are we doing?
on roll 20 up in the top left, there's a vertical bar.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
And then there's the roll 20. There's the 20-sided die. If you put your
Right.
finger on that, it'll bring up the rolling column.
Got it.
Just roll 1 d10.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. And then if you just go down to and just click the 1, it'll do it for you. There you go. Okay. There was $5,000 in that envelope.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Just so you know.
All right.
So substantial.
Yeah.
A nice payment. Okay. So you guys are all in this van, and everybody's kind of worse for the wear, like the captives and what have you. And your notice roll that you made is enough for you to feel the in your
My fanny pack.
Yeah, as that thing.
And I'm like, dude, hey little dude, hey man, and I like with my hand, I'm just kind of like caressing that little where he would be, like just, shh, it's okay, buddy, it's all right,
Okay.
it's okay.
Boom! His fist comes through the fanny pack, and then his head comes out. Now you're trying to drive while looking at your fanny pack.
Right. All right. So
Wanda's in the seat next to you.
Wanda's
She's
to
in
me.
the passenger seat. She looks
Right.
down and goes, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, that's the guy I shrank.
Oh,
Here,
that's
and
one of the people.
Yes, it was the big guy, and I unbuckled the pack,
Okay.
and I kind of just hand it to her. I was like, "Do me a favor, just try to calm him down, just kind of like."
Okay, so
You
she
know, I
takes
gotta-
it and she immediately zips it open.
No, don't zip
He
it open.
jumps out.
Oh.
And he jumps up onto the dashboard, and he's up walking around on the dashboard.
Oh my god! This is why you were excited when I shrunk him down. You were way too excited when I
Yeah.
shrunk him down last time.
And so like he's going up, and he's like a dog. He's like he goes up to the windshield, puts his hands on the windshield. He's looking through.
It's like, all right, listen. I'm taking these guys to the hospital, especially Anthony back there.
Especially,
We're going to St. Vincent's. That's the closest one. What?
God, how quickly you forget about your best friend Gabriel.
No, that's why you were one of them. That's why we're going to the hospital.
And Gabriel is beat the fuck up.
Right.
Out.
I know that. No, I know.
He's
That's why we're going
bleeding.
to the
His
hospital.
face is all like swollen. You know, he looks in bad shape.
Right.
He does look in bad shape, and he's unconscious.
Okay.
He's not conscious.
All right.
Do you remember
So-
how long it said when you were doing your rolls that he was going to be out?
No.
It wasn't
but
terribly
I may have,
long,
It
I
wasn't a ton of time. I think I wrote it down,
Okay.
but I don't know where.
So what we're going to
Where
say,
I wrote it exactly.
what we're going to say for story's sake, though, is that you're going to pretty much be in and out of consciousness.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, whenever you say that I'm awake, I'll wake up because we're not in combat anymore. So
Exactly. So okay, so you're driving to St. Vincent's.
Probably. Yeah.
It's gonna be the closest,
Still the closest one. Yeah.
Okay, so you're driving to St. Vincent's. What are you going to do with everybody else? And
That's right. We're in costume.
And do you tell Wanda that you're going to St. Vincent's? Well, she asked.
I just said, like,
Okay.
we're going to St. Vincent's.
And-
We got to get him taken care of, and I'm pointing at Gabe. And
Did you? I don't remember. Did you let Wanda know it was you? Because you're in
I don't know
costume.
if we
You're
ever-
masked up.
yeah,
I don't
yes,
think
because I pulled my
that's right. You did.
down.
okay.
You
I said,
did.
it's me, guys. Remember? Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you did say that.
So Wanda looks at
So
you.
probably from that point on, I had the mask down. I would
Yeah.
think.
So Wanda's gonna go. It's like, so you're gonna go like that?
I'm
What
just
about
like,
him? And she points at his name's Gabe, right?
Yeah. Damn
Because
it.
she remembers you from the Loving Spoonful.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she starts wooing the big guy. Come here.
Good.
And,
You just worry about
he
that.
jumps
right now.
over onto her and he like starts climbing on her and stuff. And she picks him up and it's sort of like a ferret.
Right.
You know, it's
sure.
like going all over and stuff. It's like, will you hold still so I can see if you're Johnny? No, this isn't Johnny. I don't
I
think.
thought
it's
for
Johnny.
a second you said, "Can you hold still so I could see your Johnny?" I'm so glad you didn't, because that would be a weird turn.
You know,
And
I
would
gotta say,
I would almost wish that we did not save Wanda.
it doesn't matter what show we're doing. Adam's always on brand.
Yeah,
He's like, no, she was wanting to see if it was Johnny.
I get it
Yeah.
now.
And it's like, oh, it's not Johnny.
Wait, didn't we find Johnny earlier?
No,
Oh,
We didn't.
there
No,
was there was an
there were some dream sequences.
yeah.
Oh, right.
There was a cutscene that didn't quite make it to production.
Yeah. So
Right.
there is the shrunk
We
guy.
actually saw Johnny a number of times,
Right.
Yeah.
in a number of places.
There's the shrunk deformed guy.
Okay.
There's the deformed guy that beat up Squall.
But
and
that's still on the
leapt
loose now.
away.
Yeah,
That's still on the loose. Right. Right.
And there's the deformed guy that was thrown in the East River, was it?
no, that wasn't a deformed guy. That was a
Yeah, it was.
That was a robot, wasn't
that
it?
was a robot.
Oh, that's right. It was a robot.
And
that
that
was thrown-
robot
that's
is
right.
no
Yeah.
longer there because that happened in a dream.
Did that happen?
Yeah, you're right.
The-
Yeah.
You're right. That happened in a dream. Okay, so yeah, so
All
there's two.
the only loose end is the deformed and angry
That beat you
Hulk-like
up, that got
mutant.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. That
Okay.
you know of.
right. From our
Right.
only
your
only loose end.
Correct. And there's a
And
little
we
guy
know
in
that somebody else busted out of the facility.
That's right. In the
Yes,
first
you do
place.
know
That's
that.
right.
Yes, you do know that because of the footprints and all that different stuff. Okay, so yeah, so Wanda's like, well, what are we doing?
Ugh.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
I guess
wait.
everybody should go to the hospital. I don't want to
Everybody
go to the
should-
hospital.
You need to go to the hospital.
Why do I need to?
everybody-
They didn't take me to do any tests. They didn't test on me at all.
What did they do to you then? don't
I was
understand.
I was waiting my turn. I don't know. They didn't tell me.
And they took Johnny. You haven't seen him. He's not back there.
No.
Okay.
Well, let's put it to Mr.
All right. You know what? Wait.
Anybody who they tested on turned into, and she holds up the guy. Turned
Okay.
into one of these things. So everybody you see here, we didn't get tested on. We were just not fed well, and we had to go to the bathroom in public. I mean, aside from
Okay.
that, we're okay.
So everybody's just hungry. Basically, is what you're telling me.
Well, yeah, and
Okay. All right.
Not
Wants
really-
to stop
and-
at Mickey D's.
and not really clothed. Yeah, man, you got a fat 5Gs up in here. Come on now.
They don't know that.
We're
They don't know
eating
that.
burgers
I
for
don't have it on me.
days.
But
And
what
I
I'm
don't have
saying
it on
is,
me. Hold
you
on.
can
I don't have it
stop. You got to have at least a couple of bills up in that
No,
fanny
why
pack.
why would I have it on me?
You always go with cash,
Would you?
man.
Would you? I hope you didn't leave it at Deshaun's house.
Didn't your mom ever tell you that if you go
It's
out,
probably
you
locked
always-
up at my place. You know,
I
why
would-
would
always
I?
carry
I would hope so.
cash.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's probably locked up back
It
at
is.
my
It
place.
is.
The couple of bills I have is probably at Deshaun's place.
That's true because that's where your
pants.
clothes are at.
Right.
So,
So then I hit the brakes. I was like, wait.
I tumbled
All
to
right.
the floor.
Oh, Gabe, sorry. Damn it. All right, no. I have to get Gabe to the hospispittal. Everybody,
what
all
about
right.
this? And she holds up the guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna deal with that. Damn it. Okay.
Well, he's got to go to the hospital.
Yes, he's got to go to the hospital.
He doesn't look good. I mean,
No,
he's
all right.
bleeding.
I start.
Mr. Briggs, did you see how bad he's bleeding? He's
Yes.
bleeding pretty bad.
It's all right. He's a
Why
big
don't
guy.
you just let us out?
We can handle it. It's okay.
We can.
speed up. All right. First thing we're gonna do is take him to the hospital.
Now I'm rolling across.
Now
the
you're rolling
floor.
But there's other people back there.
Yeah,
so
they
you're
grabbed
not like-
onto you. They grabbed
You're not-
onto you.
Yeah, they're not rolling free. It's fine. You're okay. That's how you got beat up. Is me going, oh, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
You're
He's got this. He's got this.
All right, so we're back to speeding to the hospital. All right, and I'm yelling to everybody in the van. All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to pull up, take his mask off, take the goggles off, take the hood down, take his mask off, take his
He's still
shirt
gonna-
off,
He's still wearing a super
he's-
suit.
Well, it's a
Do
one. It's a onesie.
take it off of him.
Okay, so they strip. Now it's
Now
keep
strip him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Keep in mind, there's a bunch of coats in here.
Yeah.
Remember,
that's right.
You guys scored all the coats and stuff that you pulled out of
Coats
the
and
one
boots.
closet.
Coats and boots.
Now, so they're putting on coats. Everybody else.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
in the
yeah.
car.
Everybody put on coats. That's fine.
They strip Gabe down.
Well, he's got his super suit on, so I can't just
Right.
drop him off in his.
Yeah,
super
so they
suit.
take him out of his super suit.
Yeah,
And he's in his.
he's in his
Please tell
underwear
me-
probably.
I don't know if the boxers would have
This is what I was
created
going to ask.
would have created an unflattering line.
The boxer.
They would have.
They would have.
It's
And
the
how-
80s. You think you were wearing boxers?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
you-
wearing boxer briefs, but I'd
You'd be wearing tidy whities.
I
You'd
probably
be
would be
wearing
wearing tidy
tidy
whities.
You're
So I'd
right.
probably still have the tidy whities on because the line wouldn't
Yeah.
be quite as noticeable.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you got the tidy whities on, but I got to say, they're probably not that white.
Probably.
You're homeless.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
Probably.
But they strip him down. They
All right.
take off his suit
All right.
and they ball it up and put it on. It's on one of the.
Now find something else that fits him. Coat, shoes, anything
They
else
put
that
him in
fits
a
him.
coat.
Okay. Wrap him up.
He's
wrap
got
his
one of
legs
those-
up in the coat
He's
too.
got one of those long coats with the hood with the fur around it.
Okay,
the edge.
nice.
He's got one of those, like a parka
Nice.
sort of thing. They put him in a parka, so he's naked in a
in
parka.
a parka.
By the way, the
Yes.
title of my memoir is Pantsless in a Parka.
Ooh, that works. That works.
Pantsless in a parka. Wow. Sounds like
Okay.
a bad porno. All right.
So that's when they make the movie version of the memoir
There
Of
you go.
course, of course.
Okay, so they
for
strip him
adults
down,
only.
All right.
put him in a parka.
Put him in a parka. Is there any shoes that fit him? Let's find him something.
Sure,
and I'm still driving.
They got some. There's some rubber galoshes they.
All right, fine, good.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, we are dropping him off at this place. If there's anything that can cover his, even if it's another coat, cover up his leg, cover up his waist. Just
Are we
we
gonna?
are.
Are we gonna push him out?
We're not gonna push him out.
That's
We're
what
not
my
pushing
dad.
him out. We're not pushing out anybody.
So we're just gonna stop and then we're gonna get out and like put him on the bench and jump
We're
back
gonna
in.
call for help. Once they come out with the gurney, they put him on. We're taking him off. We're taking off.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All
We're
right.
gonna make sure they have him. We're not just gonna dump them on the road. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
By the
Now,
way, you
here's
guys are
the
my
fortune-
only friends here in the city.
Here's the fortunate
Thanks.
thing. Even though these are some nameless NPCs that are with you, because there's 4 others. Okay.
Right.
There's Wanda and 4 others that are in the van.
And one of them's Anthony.
And one of them's Antony. That's true. So there's 3 nameless NPCs, Antony and Wanda.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you know all of them from the soup
From
kitchen.
the-
and
right.
they are all homeless.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not like these are, somebody got to hurry up and get back to Antony. To the
Right.
to the mamas and the papas and all this different sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So so they are all, I guess what I'm trying to say is they're listening to you.
Okay.
They know you. It's not like you're ordering around a bunch of people who don't know who you are. To them,
Okay.
you're Mr. Briggs, the guy who used to be a cop. That's
Right.
So
Okay.
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 all right, so you pull up to St. Vincent's. You get to the little, half circle turnaround
Right,
thing for the
exactly.
emergency room.
There's usually like an overhang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull up.
And Wanda gets him and goes, "Now you just behave and don't do anything." And she sticks him in her bra. And then all you hear is him go, and then he kind of quiets down a little.
A little bit.
Okay, they open up the side doors. They
Right.
take him out and they set him on a bench.
No. All right. Yeah. Set him on the bench.
They set him on the bench, and then he start running back into the van.
Okay. Fine.
Is
Fine.
that is
That's
that
fine.
good?
I'm running in because I want to make sure they get him. I
Okay.
run in there. I was like, hey, there's somebody out here that needs
Wait a
some
minute.
help.
What are you wearing?
I'm
wearing-
still in my out. I mean, the mask is off, but I'm not even.
This
worried.
is the thing. You're in a skin tight black suit. Now you can pull yours because
Yeah.
you have that opening. You can pull the opening down and up and over
Right,
your head.
that's what I
So you've
figured,
got
yeah.
this turtleneck bodysuit on. So you look like, I don't know, you're ready for some kind of
Cirque du
like weird
Soleil.
or a weird 80s aerobics class.
There you go. That's
And-
it.
Yeah, so you
I'm
come
an
running
aerobics
in.
Instructor.
There's somebody. Oh, you're all you need is white paint and you're a mime. So you go running in, you tell them, and like the nurse and like one of the orderlies,
Right.
they're coming out.
Right. Okay. and then I run back out.
Okay.
Because then I hold him. I want to make sure he doesn't fall over. When they come out,
when you come out, he's already laying over on the side on the bench anyway.
They're like, Gabe, wake up! Come on, buddy, wake up! Look at me! Look at me! Open your eyes.
And the nurse is like, "What's his name? Who are you? What happened? What's going on?"
I hoist him up, but I'm little, so I'm kind of
you
like.
You ain't hoisting nobody up.
Come on,
now let's be.
You're dragging me off of the.
What's your strength again? Let's take a look at your strength.
4. It's 4.
It's 4.
Yeah,
no. You are.
No, wait. I think I was upgraded.
I was never upgraded.
Oh no, that wasn't upgraded.
No.
Damn it! It was something else.
You are an adult version of Urkel. That's what it is physically. So
right.
no, there's no. Yeah, despite the muscles on the picture of you.
That's it.
That's a picture of you.
That's
on TV
only because you don't have any
added
fat
20 pounds.
Yes.
Right. Right. Gotcha.
So
okay.
the nurse is like, what happened to him? You know.
And I'm like, look at him. He's homeless. He got beat up.
The orderly goes rushing back in to get a wheelchair. He's coming back out with it.
Okay. Put him in the wheelchair.
And what did you say his name is? The orderly and her put him in the chair.
Okay.
You go down and you're like, ugh. And the nurse just kind of like steps in between you and pushes you out of the way. Gets him.
And
so
she's
they get him
410 pounds too. And
exactly. And they put him into the wheelchair. She's like, so he got beat up. Is that what it is?
And I was like, yes, he got beat up. They took his clothes. This is all he could find to cover him. And I have
who
like
are you?
And I'm like, I'm Jackson Briggs.
Jackson. Now, this is where we need to make a roll.
Oh, damn it.
What is your popularity again for for Alphabet City, for the neighborhood? We established.
Oh, right.
Jackson
it wasn't that good. Alter ego
Bruce.
Popularity.
I think it is
65.
Yeah, your alter ego popularity is remarkable, I do believe.
65.
Yeah.
No, 65. It can't be 65.
That's what I put down.
Let me take a look at your sheet. Not that you're cheating.
65 is remarkable.
Is 65 remarkable?
Yeah, 61 to 80 is remarkable.
Oh, on the popularity chart.
No, on everything. 61 to 80 is remarkable.
Nuh-uh.
For a mutant, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I know where you got that number from now. Okay, cool. So what I need you to do is change the 65 to a 30.
To a 30.
Yes. The number that you have
I think it's
down
36, actually.
But that's the rolled number to tell you what it is, which is different from the stats number.
Right, so 36
it's
would be the first remarkable. I promise you. I just made another
26.
character. 26. Oh, is it 26?
26 is the first remarkable. Okay. So remarkable, and so you can just write 30, and then right next, and then next to it, just type RM, abbreviation for remarkable. Okay. So what we need to do is you need to make a roll on remarkable for me.
Okay. The 100?
Yep. D100. Oh yeah, she knows who you are. Yeah, it's a green. And so she's heard of you. She's obviously never met you in person, but she's heard of you. And she goes, Jackson Briggs, the cop, or there used to be a cop.
Right. And now I'm working with these homeless kids. This poor kid got beat up. I don't know why they took his.
I'm a speed skater now.
Now she's still there. She's still there talking with you.
I'm not even acknowledging that.
But the orderly has taken Gabe inside. Okay. But she's still outside talking to me. It's not like they're waiting on her. He just took him inside, like it is an emergency. So he took him in. So she's all like, and she like looks at you for a second, then she like looks you up and down. Mr. Briggs. Okay. The loving spoonful cop. Okay. Excellent. Right. Do you want us to let you know anything about how he's doing? Or
yes, I'm going to come back later on. We were in the middle of something, which is why I was dressed like this. So,
hey, is it Martha Beaumont's here too?
Yes, exactly. Oh, so there's a couple people I need to need to come back for, but I have this van full of kids. I need to take care of them. I'm going to come back later. Just please take care of them. I'll be back. Okay.
Well, that's what we do, Mr. Briggs. Thank you.
Okay, great.
You go ahead and
yeah,
do what you got
take
to
off.
do. Okay. And when she found out who you were, she seemed like she was a little skeptical at first,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
But then it's
who
like,
wouldn't?
and she still was.
This speed skater. Shows
Yeah.
up.
She's still a little skeptical, but you could tell that by throwing your name out there, it did put her somewhat at ease.
Okay.
It went from apprehension to let's figure out what's going on to I didn't think this guy was okay.
Right.
This is not anything like what I've heard, but all right, if you're him, you know, who am I to judge? Somebody not wearing shoes, but it's all good. So okay,
they're a part of the suit.
yes.
I see something where the part of the suit, the feet,
Yeah.
part of the...
Feet. I have shoes on.
Cool. Okay, so she goes rushing in, and you get back into the van.
All right, we take off. We're going back to Deshawn's. We're going to Deshawn's.
You want all these people to know where Deshawn is?
Good point. Well, why not?
Well, Wanda, when you get back in, goes, "Can you take me back? Can I just get out? Can I go?
No.
Can you take me? I got to go back to my place.
You know what we're gonna do? Listen,
I got to go check on Darian, and I got to go see if Johnny's there.
Darian's fine. Darian's been with me most of this time. He's probably back at the place, or he's probably at the Love and Spoonful right now. Actually, that's where I'm going to take everybody. Everybody's hungry. Everybody needs food. We're going to go back to the Spoonful, and we're going to get something to eat.
And she gets a little quiet when she's talking to, because you guys are driving as this conversation's going.
Right. Okay.
And she gets a little quiet, and she like pulls the guy out from her bra. And she's like, and she's just like holding on to him. You know, he's like rolling around through her hands and stuff. Like I said, so it's like her holding on to a ferret.
Right.
And she's all like, Mr. Briggs, I'm pretty sure that Johnny's the one that killed all those aliens. Well, I know he killed one for sure, but I don't know. Did you
see this happen?
Well, he kind of killed one in the doorway from where we were being held into the testing room.
Wait, did he change into one of these? And I'm pointing at the little guy.
They tested on him. That's why I was looking at this guy. She holds him up again. It's like it shakes him a little bit. He's all like, It's like, that's why I was looking at this guy to see if he was one of them.
Okay.
Seeing if this was Johnny, if he was
right. Okay.
If Johnny this was the only one that was in there.
I'm trying to think. Was there?
No, the one was fighting with
beat
Squall.
The shit out of me.
That's
beat the shit out of Squall and then ran away.
But wasn't there? Was there a third one? No.
There was not a third one.
Okay.
No.
Okay. There was a 2 in a cage.
No, you're thinking of you're daydreaming again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you came in.
I'm so confused.
You saw that you came in, saw the footprints in blood leading out. Kicked the door out and left.
Okay.
Which those were the footprints you guys are surmising was probably for one of these deformed things, right? You went up and went through, and you ran into 2 deformed things, and Squall was fighting them. Right. He was fighting both of them for a second. He stunned one of them.
Right.
Was able to continue to fight with just one. He kept calling you to come help. You came down and went, you're my friend. All right, cool. I'm going to go back and keep looking at you. Got that other guy.
Right.
And
that's right.
He kept fighting with him, and they went through the wall.
I threw him out a window, and then I went out after him.
And he went out after him, and they fought out in the vacant lot. And then that's where Squall got the beatdown put on him.
Right.
And then it jumped away.
So either the one that beat me up or the one that was the one who originally escaped and left that door open that we went in. One of those 2 has to be Jimmy.
So you get into the you guys are driving, and Wanda says to you, it's like, I'm pretty sure that was Johnny that killed those guys. It wasn't this one.
No,
So
no, no,
I want to
definitely.
I want to go back by her place. I want to see if I want to check on Darian. I want to see if
Darian, listen, Darian's
if
probably.
Jimmy. You know what? I'm going to have to change this guy's name to Johnny because I keep
It's
calling
Jimmy.
him Johnny. It's Jimmy. Yeah,
I know him.
I
as
got to
Jimmy.
check on Jimmy and see if he's there.
Listen,
Please,
Darian will
Mr.
probably.
Briggs. Please,
Darian,
Mr. Briggs.
listen to me. Darian will probably be at the kitchen.
So
Just
here's
let me
the-
out here.
Here's
Just
the
let
thing, Wanda.
here. You
what
can
you
take.
don't understand is this is a kidnapping situation.
Nobody leaves this van, damn it. Nobody gets out.
And he just
So-
looks at them
so
all
if
and
you
he's
know
like,
what's good for you,
"You're
you
my
sit down, you
friend,
shut your yap.
right?"
Oh wow, Mental's the big bad. This whole time.
This whole time.
Holy shit! That
right.
what
Why
a
do you think
twist.
I'm having you roll up extra characters?
What
They're
a
the actual
twist.
heroes, these
Yep.
new characters.
Okay, so she's
Okay.
like,
Okay. So
Just-
let's say we're at I'm at a stoplight.
Wait, 1 second.
uh-huh.
Did, and I know we just went through this, but did Jackson give the nurse my name?
Just Gabe.
Yes, just Gabe.
Just
Okay.
Gabe.
It's still
Nothing
quite
more
a
than
bit.
that.
All right.
And I said that you're
He's
homeless, so
homeless,
she's probably
and his
not
name-
gonna look
Yeah.
for anything more than that, honestly.
Okay.
Well, she's not going to find your wallet.
Right. She's not gonna pat you down.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you're lucky.
Hey, I'll take
Yeah,
what I can
okay.
get at this point.
So you're at a light. She's like,
Okay, so we're at a light, and I look in her eyes. And I said, you need to calm down. All right, you need to take a breath. I know you're concerned. I know you're concerned.
let
over
me
your
let me
friends."
check on her.
Yeah,
stats.
I know because she's a mutant too. I don't know. I don't know if this will work.
She's got some stats. So hold on a second here. Let me. Yeah, she calms down.
Okay.
She calms down.
I was like,
Oh.
listen,
Okay.
like I said, Darian is probably at the kitchen. Okay. And like you said, nobody's been fed, so everybody needs to eat something, and we'll figure out what to do then. If he's not there,
But what about Jimmy?
we'll
know, the guy
find Jimmy.
The guy you keep calling Johnny, but his name is Jimmy.
His own
You sure they
girlfriend doesn't
didn't
remember his
experiment
name.
on you? You keep
Yeah,
calling
right.
him Johnny. All right, I don't know. I don't know about Johnny right now. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know about Jimmy right now, but we need to get you back safe and fed, and
Okay,
we need
fine.
to get- and I
Okay.
need to get that
Okay.
kid home.
Okay.
It just hang on to that thing. All right, lights green. I'm going.
Okay.
Going headed to the kitchen.
Okay, you make it to the loving spoonful.
So I'm guessing at this point it's got to be like what?
It's not that late.
It's not that late.
No,
Like
because you guys,
afternoonish?
yeah, it's probably like 2:00. Because it was during the day when you guys.
So
No, it's
probably
later
like
than
a
that. It
packed
was
house
about
in there.
3:00 when we were at the when we got to the warehouse.
Was it?
So at this point, yeah. So this point, I mean, it's probably like, I mean, it's no later than 4.
Let's say it's 4:30. Okay.
4:30 sounds
Which
fine.
which means it's going to start getting dark soon because it is January.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's
So the place
already
is gonna
it's
start-
already
is it-
fairly dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So the place is probably emptied out because they shut down at night.
Yes. They shut down at 5. So you
Okay,
got
so they're
basically.
about to shut down.
Yeah, you show up right as they're prepping to
Okay.
close the place up.
And I walk in. I have a coat on from the van. I find something to put over,
Okay.
so at least
Just got these chicken legs under coming out
these,
from it.
these black clad like, thin little toothpicks underneath. It's
Okay.
probably this big goose down jacket.
It is. It is.
It is the 80s.
Okay, so you pull up. Amazingly, there's a space at the curb right outside.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, you
And-
pull up in. There's a delivery space that is
Yeah, that makes sense.
meant to kept vacant for, and so
Yeah.
you just park there.
So I just parked there,
Okay.
and I was like, "All right, everybody out."
And Wanda's like, "What am I going to do with this guy?"
I was like, and I had that big coat. I was like, "All right, give it. I'll take him."
Okay, so she hands him to you.
And I
And he's-
look at the
As
guy.
soon as you
and-
pick him up, he's all like,
Right. Hey, buddy. Listen, relax. I'm gonna get you some food, okay? but I need you to take a breather. All right.
Yeah, he starts. I take it you're using the.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, he
Absolutely.
totally chills out.
All right, cool. And I'm going to put you in here. Just relax. All right. And I put him in because those things have huge pockets.
Yeah, so you just
Huge,
dump them in a big old
pockets. I
pocket.
just dump them in one of the pockets there.
All right.
All right. And then I walk everybody inside. So the place isn't shut down yet. So I was like, all right, everybody.
No, there's a handful of people in there.
Right.
Okay, that are finishing up their whatever they're eating, and then there's the volunteers because today is still the weekend. Because this was what?
Oh, that's right. It's the weekend. Right.
This is still Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say this is Saturday. So
it seems like it's been so long.
Right?
It's taken
so
weeks.
Many days has gone by.
Yeah. So so they're all in there and they're like, "Hey, what's happening, Jackson? What's Hey?" And then they're like, "These are the guys."
Right. And I'm like, I found them. And I'm like, all right, everybody grab a bite to eat. And as they all walk by, I grab Anthony by the arm. I was like, listen, your dad's been looking for you, man. Okay, so I'm gonna call your dad.
No, don't call my dad, man.
Why? Why not? Why not?
Because he's my dad.
But he loves you. Listen,
he's Raymond Benelli. Let me do it.
Yeah, I know.
I'll call him. Let me do it. No, matter of fact, can I use the phone here? I'm gonna call my mom. I'll call my mom. Once I call my mom, everything will be fine. She'll calm down, and then I'm sure everything. It's not like I haven't disappointed before, but I'll do that. Everything will be fine.
And I look at him, and I lean in real close, and I look at him. I was like, "Now, I'm trusting you to do this. You don't want to make me unhappy, because then I have to report back to your dad."
You are the villain.
What type of emotion are you trying to put on him? You don't have mind control.
Just a little bit of fear. Just
a little bit of fear.
Just a little.
Okay.
Fear.
And he kind of like
enough.
He kind of like leans back a little bit and he goes, "Well, yeah, Jackson. Of course,
okay.
I mean, I don't want my mom
call
to
your
get
mother.
Concerned. Yeah,
like you said you were going to.
Yeah.
Have her or your dad, somebody, come and get you from here. And let them know that I'm here with you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I take him by the arm and I lead him into the kitchen where that phone was, where we called the ambulance.
Right. Okay. He gets the phone and he looks at you and he's like, looks at the phone and he's like, all right, and he starts dialing. It's a rotary phone too.
Of course.
Then you hear it's like he says, he starts talking to his Ma, I'm Ma. And you can tell he's talking to his mom. You can hear on the other end of the phone. "Oh my God, where have you been?"
Andy, we've been missing you for 2 weeks now, Andy. Where you been?
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's been 3 weeks, Andy. The other guy, the guy we got to help, he wasn't paying attention. He doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Waited a fucking week before we found you, Andy.
So,
you must be starving. Come over. We'll make you some dinner.
So, see, Adam doesn't need his character to be awakened in the show for him to be a participant.
I'm gonna play all the stereotypical Italian mother NPCs.
Yep. So you come out of the back where you took him to use the phone. You come out of the back there, and Wanda's gone.
Damn it.
So just so you know, everybody else, the other three are eating,
right?
And they're eating they're wolfing it down. Best cream beef ever,
right?
So, yeah. On the weekends, it's mostly sandwiches. So,
right, they're eating leftover cream beef.
Yeah,
since they're about ready to close.
It goes quick. So they're eating, and then basically the rest of the staff leave, except for one of the volunteers. Okay. He's some guy named Joey. He's like, I'll hang out with you, until all this gets taken care of, and he just, when everybody leaves, then he just locks the door, and so then like hangs out with you guys. So people aren't coming in and going out.
Right.
And, so Joey's like, "What the fuck, Jackson? What happened? Where'd you find him? Did you call the cops?
No, well, the cops are already there. They were in a. Have you ever? I'm just like, I don't even know if I should say anything to this kid. I mean, I'm assuming
he's a guy. He's a regular.
It's a grown man. Still, I don't know if I want to get him involved in this. I don't know if I want to mention anything to him. So now I'm trying to think. It's like, well, I don't know. They were, and I look at him, and I go, dude, we should all just be happy they're here and alive.
I'm happy. I just want to know what the hell's going on, man. Yeah. I'm just curious. What happened?
So
the cops know about him, and so they made a statement. I mean, do we need to call anybody? I mean, is there anything? I mean, obviously Anthony's in there getting his ass chewed out by his mom, but
right.
I mean, what's happening? Where's Gabe? Wasn't Gabe hanging with you, helping you try to find these people? Last I saw, he was like your shadow.
Yeah. Gabe's in the hospital.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
He was. Yeah, we were together. We were looking for the kids, and
would he like fall down or something?
Well, yeah, you could say that. He fell down and down and down, and got up and fell down.
All right, I understand, man. If you don't want to tell me about it, but I mean, you've got everything here. I can.
Yeah, you don't need to be here. That's fine. You can go.
You got your keys, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Wait, that's right. I don't have my keys. Damn it. Okay. This is what I need to do. These guys are homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they gonna go? What do I need? I need to find. All right, I need to bring them to a shelter. I can't just leave them here. All right, so I wait till everybody finishes up. We all leave together, and I'm like, all right, I should know where there's a shelter somewhere.
You do. Right? There's a shelter. Yeah.
Okay, so I take them there.
So Anthony, as you're getting ready, he's like, okay, everybody get ready. We're going to go. I'm going to take you all to a shelter. Anthony comes out of the back room. He's chewing on a sandwich as he's coming on. He goes, all right, my dad will be here in a couple of minutes.
And I was like, fuck, I almost forgot about Anthony.
Chewing on the sandwich. He goes and he sits down. And Joey's like, his dad?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I really need to go.
Go.
You got your keys?
No,
I didn't think so. Here, and he gives you. It's not on a keychain or anything. It's just a key. Here.
Just a key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
got it.
So you can lock the door, and he seems to be happy to leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He should be.
Yeah.
All right. So I got the key. I put it in the inside pocket because I got the little animal. No, I got the animal on this side.
You didn't give him any food. He's starting to get hungry.
Oh, damn it. Fine. I go over to Joey. I like rip off half of his sandwich.
You mean you Anthony, go over to Jimmy? To Anthony? Okay, you go over to Anthony. And Anthony's all like, what the hell, man?
Oh, relax. You're going to get more when you get home. And I just smacked the rest of it into his hand.
You go over, you rip the sandwich or like a quarter of the sandwich off, hand it back to him, open the pocket, and just shove the sandwich into the pocket and close it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's calm him down.
Yeah, and then
there's one thing I can handle, like keep him quiet. That's fine.
And then all you hear is
right.
And there's like your pocket's like moving, and everybody's just kind of like not trying to pay attention to the fact that your pocket's moving.
And I just fed it.
Yeah. They're like,
nothing to see here.
Right? So like,
all right. So
5 minutes goes by. So not long at all.
Okay.
And this limousine pulls up.
Okay.
Guy gets out, suit, bet nose kind of.
All right.
Gets out, goes, opens up the back door, and Mr. Benelli gets out.
Right. But I don't let him come in. I meet him outside with Anthony.
Okay, so you like just go grab Anthony.
I just grab him. It's like, all right, your father's here. Let's go.
And okay, so you guys meet on here. You guys meet on the sidewalk. Then you come out.
I like tell everybody else to stay there, and I just walk out with him. Meet on the sidewalk. I say, Mr. Benelli, sir, as promised, your son.
I got to say, thank you very much. And he goes walking over to his son, and he's got his hands like, you. and he smacks him right aside the head. Whack!
Of course he does.
He goes, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Do you know how worried your mother's been? Get the fuck in the car." He kicks him in the ass and he like shoves him into the car. And then he turns back around, readjusts his tie, whatnot. The guy that's with him, goes and stands by the door, make sure that, Anthony is not trying anything. He turns around and he goes, I gotta say, Mr. Briggs, I was kind of wondering, was worried, and heard a lot.
I understand,
You
sir.
give
It
it-
did take me a little bit to find him,
You give a
but I
guy
did find him.
5 large, and then next thing you know, you're not hearing from him. Start to worry a bit, but like
Of
I said,
course. I admit that part I should have been more upfront. That it was taking me a while, but I had leads. I had to act. So
hey, I'm not telling you how to do your business. You obviously got results. That's all there is to it. But thank you. I want to say thank you for what you've done. But at the same time, I got to go. I got to get this little bastard back to his mother. But I got to say, I'll be back around so we could talk about the pertinence as far as what happened. You know what I mean? I mean, look at him. I know he's homeless. He's a fucking drug addict and all that.
Right.
But,
I was just gonna say, sir, you should know that I found him being held. Have you ever heard of and I lean in and go, have you ever heard of AIM?
AIM?
Yeah.
You mean the big honey bee
Yes.
dudes?
Yeah.
Yes. This motherfucker's hanging out with AIM?
No, not hanging out with. They captured him. He was in a cage when I found him with other kids. I got other kids in the kitchen over there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I would never kid you about this, sir. I'm letting you know he didn't leave on his own. He was taken. So don't be so hard on him. That's all I'm saying. He was taken against his will with other kids.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Rocky, give me one of the fucking pages. I don't fucking care. Give me a fucking page. And the guy who's opened the door and all that, he so he gets out a pager and he hands it over to him. And he goes, and Benelli hands a pager over to him. He goes, all right, I got shit that I got to do, but this ain't over. We got to talk. So I'm going to page you. And when I page you, you call me. And then we'll set up a little, so I can get more of the fine details. Because I need details. People need details.
Okay.
This doesn't fucking happen. Nobody takes Raymond Benelli's fucking kid. Period. I don't fucking care who he is. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So, good job. And he slaps you on the arm and he turns around and he gets into the limousine. Close the door. Rocky goes and he gets over and the limousine pulls away.
Okay, fine. Turn around, go back in there into the kitchen or into the cafeteria, and I'm like, all right. And there's 3 other kids there, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm like, all right, everybody's done eating. Let's get back in the van. I'm going to take you guys to a shelter for the night. You could.
They're down for that. 100%. They're
all
down.
right. So that's what we do. Drop them off at the shelter, and then the next thing I do is head to Deshaun.
Okay.
I need to get out of this outfit.
Okay. You drive the van, you drop off the kids, you
Right.
go and you stop by Deshaun's. It's locked up. I mean, it's
Of course it is.
It's closed for business. So he's got the close sign up and whatnot.
There was an alleyway, right? The back door. So
there is a back
that's
door.
what I do. I go around to the alley, bang on the back door.
Okay, you bang on the door. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Sean! I'm like,
one of the bricks on the building that's above the door opens up. Bzzz, like the face, it's a fake fake face. Bzzz,
right.
and this like circular eye. You guys remember Empire, not Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Remember when C-3PO
the
goes to
beginning.
Jabba the Hutt?
At the palace.
Yeah. It's like, and this ball thing comes out, and it's like looking at you and it's blinking, and then all you hear is the the electronic voice of,
"Oh, it's you. Oh, hold on 1 moment."
And it goes, and it goes back in, and then the door goes cling, clang, and then you're assuming it's open. You go, you try the door, it's open.
Oh, it's open. Okay.
And it's when you go in, it goes right into Deshaun's like back room, and
Right.
then from his back room there's his work room, and then from his work room goes into the front of the store
storefront
and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
you can see when you come in the back room, he's in his work room sitting on a stool, like working on something on the bench. He looks over as you come in. Oh, Mr. Briggs. So how did everything go? Well, I kind of know how everything went, but how's Gabriel doing? He seemed to get beat up pretty bad there.
He did. He did. He took a beating. I dropped him off at the hospital. I'm gonna go check on him later. But I came to get his things and mine.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
yes.
and
do you
reached.
Do you have anything for me?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
I reach into the fanny pack. I take out the robot first.
The action
All
figure
right,
size
as
robot?
promised.
Oh, excellent.
There you go. I shrunk him down, so I assume you
excellent.
can unshrink that, right?
Yes, of course. Yes.
All right, good. Glad to know, because I also have...
grabs it and runs it over and he puts it on the bench. Oh, and you're talking. Keep talking. He's all like,
hey, and I also have one of these that I need to be taken care of, and I hold it up.
Oh, well, I don't really work in bioengineering or anything. I mean,
first maybe we can unshrink him, I was thinking.
Oh.
Or wait, maybe we shouldn't do that yet.
I don't think that would be a wise decision. I mean, if that's one of the things that I saw that beat Squall up.
It's definitely one of them. But that's the thing. He used to be...
How long ago did you shrink him?
I don't know.
And as he says that on the bench where he put the action figure sized robot, it goes... and it turns into a big one. It knocks shit off of the bench that he was working on and stuff. And then all you hear is and like a burp from your pocket. And
oh no, I was holding him in my hand.
Oh, you were holding him in your hand. That's right. You're like this guy,
hand.
And he just goes and he gets really big, and you fall, you like staggering backwards, and he's just in. There's this big hulking thing in Deshaun's place. And he goes, "Oh my." And it looks over at you, and it just like walks over and to stand next to you, friend.
So I'm guessing I'm laying on my back, looking up at this thing. Like,
sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So I get up on my feet and I'm looking at him like, all right, great, we're friends. Sit down, buddy. Take a break.
He sits down right where he's at.
We're gonna figure out what to do with you. I need to figure out a lot of things.
Well, right. I mean, we could put him in stasis. I myself am not really skilled in the bioengineering fields, but I do know someone who is. I don't know if you'd like to deal with him.
I don't know.
But, yes.
I don't know anybody else. I don't know what to do with him. This is a poor kid that was experimented on. This is not how he normally is.
Yes, that's terrible. But if I were to put him into a stasis field, he would be basically in suspended animation until afterwards.
And then what? You would store him here?
Well, and do you have some other place to take him? I would prefer him not to be just lumbering around my shop breaking things.
That's true. Good point. I just assumed bring him to the
and I'm assuming you're using whatever you do to keep him calm.
Yes, I'm keeping him calm. Yes.
Well, there you go. That's we could shrink him again and then put him in a stasis field, and he'd be.
And then he would stay shrunk.
Well, so long as he's in the stasis field, because it actually negates the passage of time. It's actually brilliant. It's more of a
it sounds really good. It's Deshaun. It sounds really good. Listen, I like it where you're going with this. So, and I take out the shrink spray from my fanny pack. I still have a charge left. I should actually still have 2 charges.
You have 2 charges left. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I walk over to the big guy. He's like, "All right, buddy, you're gonna take a nap. Does that sound good?" And I spray him down.
Okay, he's the little guy again. And Deshaun goes over and he like opens up some drawers and he pulls out a little thing and he takes it and it's like the size of a frisbee almost, and he throws it on the floor. And he's got a little remote control and he presses it and it's like the Ghostbusters capture thing, just like this
Oh.
light comes up out of it. Yeah, just drop him in there.
Just drop him in.
Yeah, just
Okay.
drop him. Yeah, just
All right.
don't get your kind of toss him. You don't really want your hand to connect with it.
Oh, okay. Because he's still awake. He's not like.
Yeah, he's still awake.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then. All right,
But he's
give him a
calm.
little-
He's under your sedation,
Right,
so he's
right.
all like chill.
Okay. All right. So then I do. I toss it into the light.
Okay, and then he you toss him. He goes through the air, and then he like goes into the light, and then just like stops. In like whatever he's doing, and then he's just like slowly rotating that. Oh, there he is. So he's in stasis now, and he'll remain that way for the duration of the battery. So
Of the battery.
yeah,
How
the
long
battery
does it-
of the stasis device there.
No, I understand that. How long does that last?
Well, I'm not really sure the type of.
When was the last time you changed the battery?
Well, it's a radioactive battery, so it's only going to be. I think we've got 14 years maybe
Oh,
for us
all
to
right.
figure
No,
out
it
what
should
we're
be
going
much
to do with them. But
quicker than that. We'll take care of that. All right, good.
good.
And I'm like
he's
now I'm
kinda
like
in the
going,
set-
looking
he's-
for my clothes.
kind of in the center of my back room here, so
Now, keep in mind, I also had a laser gun strapped to me that I was going to bring to him, and you got a little communication device as well. So
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay, so then, right. Okay, so I take the jacket off. I have the fanny pack, and I go up to Deshaun's like, all right, and here's the communication device.
Oh, this is excellent. Oh, thank you very
That'd be
much.
great,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's.
And then there was the rifle, right? That should
it was
be-
just like a handgun laser.
laser gun.
okay, right, and I give him that.
Yes. Oh, excellent. Even better. Oh, this is very well.
All right,
I
so
would have
are
been
we
better
square?
if you'd gotten
Are we for
2
everything that
robots
you've
or
done for
even
me? Are we
3
good?
robots would have been good. Oh, yes, we're fine. We're fine. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You're still going to do something about this man, though, right? You're not gonna
Yes,
just
I'm
leave-
still
okay,
going to do.
excellent.
I just got to figure out how and where.
Excellent.
And
All
who
right. Fine.
And when.
Excellent.
All right.
Well-
So and I go over and I start changing into my clothes.
Okay. So you change. You pick up all of Gabe's stuff.
Deep stuff, right?
Okay. Okay.
I still have his homemade hand laser.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying that I still have it.
You took 2 laser guns from the
Oh,
AIM
I'm
people
well
too.
aware I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
I know that. I took 2 laser pistols for myself. I have his homemade laser. Okay, so that's what I have is 3 laser pistols, 2 made
Okay.
by AIM, 1 made by Deshaun.
Okay.
All right.
So you get dressed. You get Gabe's clothes, and then
Oh, and I guess I still have the shrink spray with 1
got
charge left.
one charge in it. Yep. You sure do.
And those magnetic discs I only used.
You only used one, so you got
1.
3.
Yeah, so I still have 3 of those. Okay.
Yeah. Unless you give them back to Deshaun.
You know what? I'm gonna give him back the shrink spray,
Okay, he takes it.
the can. I'm like, hey, listen, there's only 1 charge left in
I
there.
would keep that. That's useful.
I'm like, nah, what am I gonna use that for?
You
But I'm
never
keeping-
know.
I'm-
You never know when you need to shrink.
There's like this little Gabe that appears on Mental Shoulder, dressed as an angel. No, wait a minute, dressed as a devil.
No, I don't keep that. But I
Okay.
keep everything else. I keep the
Okay.
magnetic discs and the pistols.
Okay.
Laser
Cool.
pistols.
All right.
And then get dressed, grab Gabe's stuff, and I go, listen, I'm gonna go talk to some people about this little guy. Just keep him here for now. It's
Oh,
not gonna
yes.
take. All right.
Yeah.
But you probably won't see me today, just so you know. I'm gonna be out seeing what I can.
Oh,
do
that's
about
fine.
this.
I'm going to be entirely busy working on this stuff here. It's good.
All right. And before I leave, I put my hand on his shoulder. You know, Deshaun, I gotta say, your stuff really came in handy. I didn't think any of it would, but it did.
Well, of
And
course it did. I mean, I only build the top of the line type of merchandise. I mean,
I wasn't questioning the make of the stuff. I was questioning whether I needed it or not. And we did. So thank you.
oh, of course. Yeah.
And then I leave.
Thank you for bringing me things. I appreciate it. Okay. So you go,
All right.
you get in a van.
Get in the van. Oh, right. I have a van now.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So I guess I go back to the hospital. No. I am going to go home.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go home first.
You're gonna go to bed, rest up,
Probably rest.
take a
Yeah.
shower.
Probably. Yeah.
Gabe's fine.
He's fine. They're in the hospital.
He's got
They're
people taking care of him.
What
Right.
could happen?
Yeah, exactly. Excellent.
Right. I'm gonna
Okay,
go
cool.
home, and then what I'm thinking of doing actually is just calling up that shield agent, because what else am I gonna do with that mutant thing?
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Not going to talk that over with Gabe. Huh?
I mean,
You're right. He is the big bad. He's making decisions, controlling people's minds, telling people how it's going to be.
I mean, well, all right, fine. I don't make it. I just go home and shower and like sleep it off and
Okay.
talk to Gabe the next day. How about that's
all right? So
probably
we'll
better.
go to the next day. It's
Okay.
the morning. You're going through your morning routine. In your morning routine,
is it still the weekend? It's Sunday now. I'm guessing.
yeah, it's going to be Sunday. Mhm.
All right.
Sunday. So when you get up and do you like make coffee? Do you tune on the news? What do you do?
Probably what I've done, because I've got like all this swimming in my head. I can't imagine, other than physical exhaustion, I can't imagine sleeping well. So, what I'm imagining he does is he gets up, he does maybe like half his morning routine, like gets up, get dressed, eats something, and then he's like out the door, heading to St. Vincent's.
Okay. All right. So before you get to St. Vincent's, we're going to cut back to Saturday. Okay. You wake up in a bed, Gabe, in the hospital. And you just so happen when you come around, you're like rousing. There's a nurse in there, and she's like, got a clipboard. She's like writing some stuff down. And she said, "Oh, you're awake." Puts the clipboard at the foot of the bed on the hook thing there. She comes over to you. How are you feeling? Are you in pain? I mean, you've got several fractures.
Everything hurts.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You're at St. Vincent's. You're at the hospital. You're all right. The man, Jackson Briggs, a local man in the community, said that you'd been jumped and beat up, and your clothes were stolen.
What? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was beaten up. I don't know about the clothes.
Well, you were naked except for a coat.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. So now
and galoshes. He had galoshes.
galoshes. Yes. Now you just relax. I mean, you'll be okay. Like I said, you have multiple fractures. Fortunately, nothing was really broken. Your skull is fractured in 5 places.
What does that mean? That sounds terrible.
Well, it's not life-threatening. I mean, you have a concussion, but there's no swelling of the brain, so this is good.
Okay.
If you just need to rest, and we'll keep you on some pain meds to help manage your pain levels, and it shouldn't be too much. I mean, you're a strong young man. I mean, quite muscular. And you can see she like kind of drifts off for a second, thinking of the sponge bath.
Yeah. You look like you look like you work out.
I noticed.
She's like I do a little, but you'll be fine. And the doctor will come in and he'll speak with you in the morning.
Yeah. When can I get out of here?
Well, not right away. I mean, we have to keep you monitor you for a little while, but depending on how well you're feeling, I mean, if you feel up to it, we could probably release you tomorrow at some time. I mean, there's nothing broken. With a
Yeah.
proper, we can give you a prescription for some medication that will help, and you should be okay. Just you'll have to take it easy for a little while, and and you've got a cast on your left arm,
Okay.
like your left forearm. Just now that, Grant, and that's precautionary because okay, she lied. You did have a break. You had a break in your one arm, and she goes, "Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry." Yeah, it's a minor break though. It's clean, so
great.
it's not bad. But we put
How
that
long
on
will this
there.
take to heal? Because I'm left-handed.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
And
terrible. You're left-handed. I feel so bad for you.
Yeah,
I'm an artist, and I
about
use
I
my.
don't maybe 4 weeks.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
No, about 4 weeks. But I mean, these people who beat you, they did a really good job. You're lucky. You're very lucky. So I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm lucky. I mean, yeah, I survived this, but I'm going to starve to death if I can't make any money.
well, yeah, and the swelling will go down, and
Yeah, so no rush getting out of here, really.
oh, okay. Well, the doctor will talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So she leaves, and and she like goes and she gets a remote. She turns the TV on for you. It's just like, here, if you want to watch anything.
Yeah, I suppose.
Would you like me to bring you some soup or something to drink?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you got.
Okay, so she goes and she does that, and so basically, I mean, after that, you're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
For the most part. So, and then, so it's the next morning, and we got Mr. Briggs. What time you get to the hospital, man?
Well,
When it gets to it.
then I'll wake up around noon. No, I'm guessing visiting hours is what, like usually like 9 o'clock, I think. So I'm probably there like right at 9 because I can't imagine like I said, I can't imagine him sleeping well. And just weighing on it.
Okay.
So yeah, right at 9, right as the visiting hours start, I'm walking into the hospital.
All right, and they they let you in. They show you to his room,
right.
What have you. Don't forget Martha's here too.
Right. No, I'm definitely going to check on Martha too. But I make a beeline for Gabe's.
Okay. So Gabe, you're in watching your cartoons or whatever you do, and they brought you some scrambled eggs. Something easy. Your teeth are really loose, so they're not bringing you anything hard to chew on. Yeah. So and you're sitting up in bed when in walks Jackson.
And he's awake? You're awake?
Yeah.
I'm awake, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
What the hell, man? What happened? Did I get him?
You got something. You got your ass handed to you is what happened. But you took on 2 of them, so it's damn impressive you're alive.
But what happened? What happened to them?
So, well, I shrank one of them down, and it's now in stasis over at Sean's place.
What about the other?
The other one is out there somewhere, and apparently, well, you remember the footprints we were following when we first got there, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's Jimmy's footprints, and he was mutated into one of those things. And so he's out there somewhere.
So we have 2 of them that are missing.
Yes.
What about the kids? Are they okay?
The kids are okay. They're in the homeless ones are in a shelter. The one kid.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There was one kid I was looking for when all this started.
You
he was in there.
You found the missing mutants.
Found the missing.
I'm talking about the kids that were playing outside in the.
And Jackson is just like freezes.
Are they okay? The kids outside.
Mutants. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I didn't see that before. Your kids are mutants, of course. And then I kind of like snap out of it and I look at you like, what? Yeah, no, they're all fine. They're fine.
Okay. You sure? Because I don't. There's a lot of holes
Yeah,
in your story.
no. I just realized something. It has nothing to do with us, though. But you feel okay. You heal up.
I feel like shit. I feel like
And I
shit,
lean-
and
I
I
lean-
put
I
up my
lean
hand.
into-
Look at this.
I lean into it. I'm like, milk this, buddy.
Milk it.
Milk.
They're gonna kick me out of here in a
They're
day.
not gonna kick you out.
And
Listen,
I've got nowhere to live. I've got no
You're
way to
gonna
make.
be-
Look at my hand. I've got no way to make any money.
Could always stay at Drax's house.
He hasn't offered. I've noticed.
I noticed, right?
You're damn right. I haven't offered. It's like, listen, milk this. You'll be fine. At least 2 days, you'll be here.
What?
And
But
then when
what
you
do
get
I
out,
do
well-
after? I'm gonna be in this fucking cast for weeks, man.
Listen, and then I like take a breath. All right, listen. I don't have a room, but I have a couch. If you got nowhere to go, you can come and stay with me on my couch.
Man, I don't have any. I'm I'm homeless. I don't have anywhere to go.
All right, fine.
All right, thanks. I
You come stay with
appreciate
me,
that.
but still,
The
right?
doctor
right
comes
now-
walking in right about that time. Oh, hello. Oh, go ahead, give me a roll. See if this doctor knows you.
Okay. The 100.
Yep. Just give me a D100. What do we got there? Oh yeah, he knows you.
Six.
You've met him before. Yeah.
I
This is
probably,
Doc. Yeah, this is Dr. Wilson.
Dr. Wilson.
Just your typical average.
Okay.
What was some one of the doctor shows in the 80s? Was St. Elsewhere?
Oh,
St. Elsewhere
God,
was one,
maybe,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
who's one of
familiar.
those? Who's one of those doctors?
I don't know.
I was a kid. I didn't watch those.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah,
Anyway, so there's just
I
your
watched the
typical-
Incredible Hulk, the A-Team.
Yeah,
like that's what
right.
I was watching
That's
in
what-
the 80s.
that's what I was
So there's some
Knight Rider.
typical white bread doctor comes.
Doctor type.
And-
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi. Jackson. Hey, how you doing? He comes over and he shakes your hand. He goes,
All right.
your friend here seems to have gotten in a bit of a tiff.
Yes. He's lucky
he's
I
got-
found him.
Several fractures, and there's the one break on his left arm there, but it's not too bad. I think he'll be all healed up with that arm there in roughly 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
If you come back, come back in about 2 weeks, we can see how well it's progressed, and maybe we might have to make some altercations to the cast or what have you. But
Sure.
it should be fine. And surprising, I mean, wow, we've never seen you are, and he goes over and he gets your chart in the clipboard and he goes, Gabe, don't seem to have a last name here for you.
That is my last name. My first name's Martin Gabe.
Oh, I see. You go, okay. Well, do you prefer Martin or
You can
Mr.
just call
Gabe?
me Gabe. It's fine.
Gabe,
Yeah,
okay.
Everyone
Well,
calls me Gabe.
Gotcha, Gabe. Well, he's a remarkable healer. I mean, it's like even overnight, as you can see, he was like beet red. I mean, purple, I should say. He was, I shouldn't have to tell you. You brought him in here, and he was.
Yeah, and I know.
but,
I'm like looking
I
at
mean,
him like, yeah.
we could even release you today if you wanted to.
I mean, maybe another.
And I so I go, Doc, listen,
Yeah,
Gabe
yeah.
here, he's like a part of a case I'm working on, and I need him to be here for another day. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. You could totally stay.
And then I will take him under my
There's,
custody.
Did the nurse talk to you about the insurance or any?
We're gonna, yeah. That's exactly what I gotta go take care of. So
Okay.
I'm coming. Listen,
Okay.
and I turned to Gabe.
Oh,
listen,
I see.
Stay here.
I
Yes.
see. Okay. Excellent.
I need to take care of that for him. So,
All right. So is everything else okay for you there, Mr. Gabe?
My teeth are loose,
Yeah,
and my arm is fucked up, and I have my skull is broken, and I don't know what that means.
Well,
and
it's got
And then
hairline
I lean into the
fractures.
doctor, like, just give him more pain meds. He's gonna be fine.
Oh,
He's a big boy. He'll be
you're not. Are you in a lot of pain?
Everything.
he's
Look at me.
always
Everything hurts.
look, he's
Oh.
making me hurt.
I just okay, sure.
Like, I mean, I was.
make him shout.
I'll prescribe a little something else, help take the edge off for you there. So yeah.
I don't know
Alright,
what
listen.
you. I guess you've never been beaten up by someone that strong.
Oh,
Yes,
they were
strong.
they were
very
strong.
strong.
were
Yes,
they?
definitely.
Okay.
Look at me, God. I mean, aren't you a doctor? Look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got hit by a truck.
Yes. Yes.
I hope my
You-
ribs.
No. Yeah. It's like you should try not to get so
you're
excited,
getting me.
Mr. Gabe. I'll get you. I'll make sure that the nurse brings you a little something extra to
Oh
tide you
yeah, that
over.
nurse. I mean, yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And then he just starts. He like walks out into the hall and then stands there. He's obviously waiting for Jackson.
Right. But I go to Gabe. He's like, listen, just chill out here, okay? I'm gonna come back for you. I'm gonna go check on Martha. She's still here too.
Give her the TV and the VCR.
Which is in the van.
It's in the back
Which
of
is
the
in
van.
the van. I was like, oh right, that's in
I
the
put
van.
it in the
Yes,
van. Yeah,
it's in
Yeah.
the van. Don't
Tell her-
worry about it.
tell her I'm
I'm
sorry
gonna
for
take care of that
busting
too.
hers up. But this has to be the AIM stuff. Has to be better quality.
Maybe
Yeah,
way
it
better.
is. It's way better quality.
Yeah.
It's top of the line, man.
Yeah.
It's top of the line.
Tell her I'm sorry about the mace. I lost the mace.
Damn, you really busted that thing, didn't you?
I mean, I think it was still okay, but I don't
It
know
was.
where
You
it
just
is.
left. You just
Now
left it
all
there.
I can't, all like my only possession is my fucking tidy whities here, dude. I have nothing.
Your tidy
Did you bring
brownies.
his clothes to leave his clothes there?
Oh
for
yes,
him?
yes, I did bring his
Okay.
because I did take it, and I brought it back to my place, so I probably washed it.
Yeah, thanks.
Actually, Deshaun did.
Okay, even
When you
better.
went back to pick your stuff up, your guys' stuff was clean and pressed
Nice.
and folded up.
That's a
in the
Sean's
lockers.
all right.
So
All right. So I give him his stuff, and I go and see Martha.
okay, when you go out to the hall, the doctor,
Right.
Dr. Wilson's there. He's like, it's not dangerous. I mean, should we contact the police?
No.
Arthur.
No. He was the victim, and the other and who attacked him is also homeless. So the cops aren't going to be able to do anything.
Okay,
So.
all right. I just wanted to make sure. I figured we talk about.
No,
that
I
stuff.
understand, and I
Sure.
appreciate that, doctor. And I kind of shake his hand.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Just and as far as for his bill and what you
Again, I will be taking
at the
care.
desk. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no rush. Of course, But
When I come for him tomorrow, I'll
of
settle.
course,
Okay.
Jackson. I mean, we know you. It's fine. It's
Okay. Great.
okay.
There is actually somebody else I need to visit, and then I walk off.
Oh, Miss Beaumont. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
because he knows. He knows.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
knows. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
and then I asked her like, what's her
Oh, she's
diagnosis?
good.
She's-
She's
okay.
she's going to be discharged today.
great, awesome, no concussion or anything.
No, fortunately not.
Okay.
When she
Right.
didn't have any swelling of the brain or anything along these lines. I mean, she did have a wicked bruise, but
Right.
that's healing up nicely. So
Okay.
yeah.
All
So-
right. Great. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna go see her now.
Okay.
All right, and then kind of walk off.
And he like awkwardly says goodbye and then turns and goes about his,
right,
his
because
business.
I
Yeah.
know I got so much in my mind. I'm just like, I kind of wander off.
Okay, so you go back to now. You remember where Martha's room is because
Sure.
you already went there once.
Right.
So you go back and there's Jeff sitting outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's where we left Jeff.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Jeff is sitting outside in a chair.
Okay.
Jack,
Okay.
how's it going?
I go over and it's like, Jeff,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey.
okay. How did anybody come in here?
No one.
Nobody came in. No, I mean, you let the nurses in, right?
Well,
And the
yeah.
doctors.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Good. Good. All
one
right,
else.
buddy. Do you want to go? Because I'm here now. You can go if you want.
I'm not leaving.
Okay. All right. Great.
All right.
All right. And I walk in and I go into the room.
Oh, Jackson. Oh, and she holds out a hand to you. Oh, come say hi.
Right.
Oh,
Of course. Yes.
what's that? Oh, that it was terrible. It was a robot in my.
What do you remember, Martha? Tell me. What do you remember?
Well, I was getting ready to watch my shows, and because that's what I do on Saturdays. So work all week, and
Yes.
when you're
Yes.
working all week, and I have to record my shows during the week, so
That's
that
right.
on Saturdays when I watch my shows, I get all caught up. And so
Absolutely. Yes.
what I do first is I start. I make something to eat. So, and I was oh my goodness, I left. Oh, there's the things on the counter.
Don't
I
worry.
was
No,
making.
everything.
It was.
Listen,
It was.
we
It
took
was.
care of everything.
It was tuna salad. It's gonna
It's
stink
okay.
up the house.
We don't worry about it.
So
It's
no.
taken care of.
Oh, good
Now I'm in the mood
goodness.
for some
Yes.
tuna salad. I love
Yeah.
tuna salad.
And so I was, I was making it, and I'd gone in because I didn't have enough onion, and so I had to go back to because
Oh, you don't put
I
onion
cut
in
Martha.
tuna. That's
I
disgusting.
cut it
That's
up
terrible.
really
Stop it. You're not
fine.
here.
Yes, I cut it up really
And
fine.
I go, Martha,
Yes.
the robot. When did that happen?
Yes. So as I turned to go to the refrigerator to get, as there was this robot standing in my apartment. So, well, I was afraid, and so I ran into the living room. Why I don't know. Ran into the living room like there was something in the living room that was going to
Well, you were
save me
probably
from.
panicking. Sure. Yes.
Yes, I'm afraid to admit I probably was, and
And that's okay. Don't be ashamed of that.
it-
I would.
it followed me in, and it was limping, but it still moved awfully fast,
Okay.
and it hit me, and that's the last thing I remember.
Okay. And then you woke up here.
Yes,
Okay.
with Jeff outside. Will you make sure to
Yes.
get him a sandwich?
Yes.
just-
Yes. Absolutely. I will. Absolutely.
Thank you. You're such a dear. She grabs your hand again.
And I was like, so doctor tells me they're going to let you go. They're going to discharge you later today.
Yes, I get to. Yes, I get to go
Good.
home.
And
I'm so happy about that.
How do you feel if I leave Jeff here and then he'll go home with you? Is that okay?
Oh, Jeff already said that he was going to go with me back home. He's going to
All right.
ride. He's going to share the taxi ride. with me.
Okay. Good.
Yes,
good.
he's going to make
And
sure
then
that
I
get it.
and then I put a couple of bills. I put like a 50 bill in her hand for just for the cab ride. Okay.
Jackson, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do.
You do
Stop
so
it.
much for
Stop
everyone
it.
else. Here, no, I insist.
So, and then I back away from her. She can't reach me.
Sec-
Like, no, take it. Okay. Because
fine.
you.
Fine. I'll take it. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Maybe I'll
Because you
give it to
didn't
Jeff.
see the condition we left your apartment in.
Right?
Right.
She's going to walk in and go, motherfucker.
That son of a bitch.
Right.
And then, so then I leave the room, go down to the van.
Mm-hmm.
And then because Gabe reminded me of the stuff, the TV, the VCR, and basically talking to her reminded me of the condition we left her place in.
Right.
I head over there.
Okay.
To try and clean everything up and replace everything.
Yeah.
So now on the weekend, is Sunday? Is it open?
No, it's not open on Sundays.
Okay, so
It's
I probably
just-
have my keys.
It's open Monday through Saturday.
Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with my keys,
You can actually get up to her apartment is no problem, and the door's open. Not open, but it's not locked.
Yeah, we didn't lock it.
that's
Yeah, you
right.
guys didn't lock it. You just closed it, and nobody messed with her door. And
Okay.
since you told the cops when you were there, your two buddies, that she just fell down, nobody
Right.
went into her apartment, so you're able to
Right.
go and fix it up and what have you.
Okay.
And the tape with her stories on it didn't get ruined.
Oh, good.
VCR did, but the
VCR
tape was
did.
okay. The
Okay.
tape was okay.
So I get to clean everything up and
Yep.
place the TV in the VCR.
So that you get the tuna salad off of the counter,
Yeah,
and you
clean
spray stuff in there, and open it up a little bit, air it out.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Tuna going bad is not pretty.
Well, fortunately, it's January.
And it's only been a day.
Oh, that's true.
It's only been a day.
I
and
keep
it's
forgetting
January.
it's only been a day.
She doesn't turn her heat up that much. She's she's on a fixed income, so to speak.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So I
you get to
Get to
fix
do
it
all
up.
that.
Yeah. It's all good.
And then this time I lock up before I leave.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm kind of thinking like, what am I going to do? I'm thinking about calling Shield, honestly.
Okay.
All right. That's what I meant to talk to Gabe about. Damn it. I forgot to bring that up to him.
You were in such a hurry to go, look, I'm going to take care of everything.
Yeah, I know.
Stay here.
It really was. You just get better, young man.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit, should I go back?
What else
Up
are
to
you
you.
doing? You got all day.
I guess. Yeah, I got all day. Why not?
Yeah.
I go back.
Okay. So you're in there. It's a new nurse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I like the old nurse.
This is a big Jamaican woman.
Oh. She's probably really cool, though.
She is really cool, though. Yeah.
All right. I have a crush on her, too.
Yeah. Pretty sure you got a crush on all the nurses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So you come back. So when did you make that? It's next Saturday that you got to be at the
Yeah, it's a
wash
week.
park. Okay. That's what I thought.
I
Okay,
can't
right.
I
Your
can't
bet.
draw.
Your bet. I forgot about your bet.
Oh, he's going to lose it. Okay. So, all right. So you're there. And,
All right, so I go back in.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like,
come
Gabe.
walking in as the nurse is leaving.
And I'm like, Gabe, I forgot to talk to you about something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up?
So, the little shrunken, hulking mutant that we have in suspended animation.
Wait.
You didn't tell him none of that.
Wait, what?
All you did was roll in and go, look, I got it under control. And you turned on, you left. That was pretty much the entire conversation.
Pretty much, right?
We have what in what?
Right, yes. You don't. So, wait, no. I definitely told him about this. I definitely told him that I shrunk it down. Yes.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay. I really thought I mentioned it.
No,
we were
because he
talking about.
mentioned, he asked you about the kids. And then that's
Right.
when everything stopped because you're like, aha!
That's right.
And then
that's
that was
right.
it. All conversations stopped, and you're like, got it under control.
That's right. That's right.
Peace out,
Okay,
motherfucker.
It was basically
All right.
yeah.
So, yes. So, one of the things that you were fighting, remember those things?
Yes, I remember them.
Okay.
Very
so,
well.
one of them, I shrunk down.
Oh,
and I
that's
brought
the
it
shrink
back.
spray?
The shrink spray, yes.
Okay.
And right now it's in suspended animation over at Darrell's place. Deshaun's place.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that has problems with
Bro-
names.
It's too close to my cousin's name. That's what's wrong with that.
There you go.
I don't exactly know what that means, but
It means exactly what it sounds like. We have a shrunken,
we have
hulked out mutant in suspended animation at Deshaun's place.
How did I get here? What?
Yeah. I put my hand on your shoulder. Welcome to New York, buddy. I think I should call Shield
Wait, what? Why?
because I don't have any way to handle this. Like, this poor kid has been changed into this thing, and he could barely communicate. He could barely keep his emotions under control. I could feel it. Like,
He could
when
hit like a son of a bitch, I can tell you that.
well, yeah, I mean, he's got that going for him, but that's not him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not who he is supposed to be. And I don't know any I mean, what bring him to the hospital here?
Well,
They
what are
can't
you gonna
control him.
what are you gonna tell them?
Well, they already know about. I'm sure they already went to the warehouse, the AIM place, and
Right.
all
But what do
that
you
is-
how you have you shrunk him down
Yeah,
and you've
but
put him in
apparently it wears
suspended
off.
animation.
Apparently it wears off. So, but it's not going to wear off while he's in suspended animation.
But how are you going to explain how you have him?
I'm a detective. I don't got to explain shit.
I love that. Pause. And then, I'm a detective.
I did some detective work. How about that?
You're not going to mention my name.
I'm not going to mention your name. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All they're going to know is I found the building.
And you found this little guy.
And I found the kids. And this is one of the kids that's been experimented on.
And you already found him small.
That's right, of course. That's what I said. I found him like this, and he was experimented on.
Okay.
That's so. What he is? I mean, that's all I can do. You know.
Found him like this.
No, I didn't even. No, I'm not even going to say I found him like this. I'm going to say that this is one of the kids, and he was experimented on. That's all.
Yeah,
because that's all anybody knows.
And I'm sure they won't ask any further questions
Right.
after that.
Exactly,
They'll be like,
right.
okay, cool, thanks.
Let's take him back to headquarters.
Yeah, I'm sure that the police and S.H.I.E.L.D. aren't right now going, let's start questioning people in the
People
area.
around here, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, look, here's a group of kids. Oh, hey, how's it going, kids? What's going on?
Hanging out.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, we saw these superheroes.
All right.
Good thing our faces were covered up.
Right, but now you have this thing. That's the
Yes.
like our faces were covered up there, but now you have this thing.
Right.
Maybe you meet them as Mental and not as Jackson.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I see.
Because
Because I'm imagining if there was any kind of video surveillance in that place, they would have found it.
yeah,
Right.
they got the entire building.
Right, but we had masks on the entire time and never took them off.
Right.
Yeah, you got that working out for you. So the other part too is,
Except for the fact that Mental took his mask off at some point.
yeah, but that was
right.
later.
But that was much later, and it was a lot of
He
fire
just
going
took
on.
his mask down and told Wanda, "Hey, it's me,
Okay.
guys," and then put
Right.
it back up.
Right.
All right,
So-
well, let's hope he wasn't
And I
facing the
took it
camera.
all the way off when I got in the van.
Let's hope he wasn't facing the camera. All right, but yeah, so I think that might be the better way to do this.
Okay.
And then if they keep pushing, you use your mental shit to get them to stop and you just walk out of there. Right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I can do.
Because I don't think going as Jackson Briggs with a little tiny deformed mutant that had been experimented on previously that you then put in suspended animation for some time and say, oh, by the way, hey, look what I found, guys.
Yeah.
Doing a little research. Like, I don't think...
Well, by
I
the
spend my
way,
Saturdays walking around abandoned buildings, happened to find one run by AIM who was experimenting on mutants, and I took a tiny dude.
No, well, here's the thing. The local, my buddy back at the local precinct knows I was investigating these missing
Captain
kids.
Ruiz, yes.
Right.
Right, he knows that. He's actually expecting me to drop off a robot at some point.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
How many people have you told about this?
Not as many as it sounds like.
Yeah, so that's something else you might need to think about.
Yeah,
Captain Ruiz knows what's up.
he does. He does know
And then-
what's up.
This thing you're looking into just happens to come about, this whole thing with the aim and who knows
How
what's
much
found
did you
there?
tell him?
Well, he's my old partner. He knows me. He knows I'm a mutant. He knows the business I'm in. He knows everything. So I told him. I didn't tell him about you. Well, I told him about you. I didn't tell him your name, but he knows everything.
I'm thinking back, and I don't think I've ever told Jackson my last name.
No.
He just knows you as Gabe.
Yeah, okay. That's
And I
good.
never asked.
That was smart of me. All right.
Yeah.
Since he's going.
As far as he knows, your real name is Martin.
Yeah, now,
Right.
now you think my name is Martin Gabe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know.
yeah. So he's expecting me to bring
See,
a robot.
he's
at some
expecting you to
point.
bring him a robot. Oh, did you bring a robot to Deshaun because he really wanted
Yes.
a robot?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. I
And
gave him
he
that,
actually,
and I gave him.
he
I
knows
gave him the
more about us
communicator.
than anybody, except for everybody that you've apparently told already.
They don't know about Squall and Mental.
Okay. So the only one who knows that is Deshaun.
Yes.
All right. And we've kept him happy. You gave him the gun.
Gave him.
You gave him the
I
communicator.
gave him a gun. I gave him the communicator.
And you
Right.
gave him a robot.
I gave him a shrunken robot. Yes.
All
And he was
right.
very happy with all that.
And then you also
So
gave
we're
him...
square with him.
All right. Well, that's good. For now. I think we're going to...
Yeah.
Here's the thing with him, and I know we're off topic a little bit, but I feel like he's kind of got us in a hostage-like situation.
Because he knows who we are under the mask.
Right.
Which is why I didn't want to put the mask on in the first place.
But he already knew who you were and what you were doing, so it doesn't really... What is the mask is the least of the problems. You already
Anyway.
brought him into this, and then me into him. What happened to my costume, by the way?
It's. Wait, what did I do?
It's in the van.
It's in the van. Yeah,
It's-
that's right.
it's laying on the seat.
You stripped you down in the van, so it's still in the van. Yes.
All right, I'm going to ignore that fact for a moment because I got too much to deal with.
Would you rather we bring you to the hospital?
No, I'm
in
glad
your
you did. I'm
superhero
glad you took
outfit?
that off. I'm glad you.
All
took
right
that off.
then.
All right.
All right.
So you're gonna go. You're gonna call Shield.
I don't know if I should even. Yeah, I guess so because I don't know any other way to get a hold of them. I
What
wouldn't
about
know what
giving the little
building-
mutant to your ex-partner?
He has no way to deal with something like that. Not that I know of.
But maybe he can then contact Shield.
Hmm.
Do you
That's
think he'll
probably
leave, Do you
yeah.
think he'll leave your name out of it though?
Could be. If
Probably.
I give it to him in the suspended animation unit and say he could say he found it in the AIM building, like because the cops showed up first before Shield. Sure, Shield took over, but they could say, "Oh, we found this when we first got there."
But then
Here
you're
you
holding
go.
on to it for 2 days.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know any better.
I mean, to me, I don't know that may make the most.
Well,
sense.
I mean, that's the unless I hand it over to them. I don't know any other way.
But if
Handing
you
it
hand it
over-
over, I think you should hand it over as
As mental,
yeah.
Handing
and
it
then
over
risk getting
to-
captured. I'll have no backup. I'll
you
be
can-
alone. You're in here.
You don't need. You can just say, wave your magic fingers and say, let me get out of here.
This is Shield. I don't know. Listen, this is Shield. I don't want to assume I could pull this off with them. You don't know them. I've seen them walking around with their fancy gadgets. I don't want to assume I can pull this off.
Strutting around town like they're the cock of the walk.
Well, from your time on the force
Right.
that they have ways of taking care of these things. If you were to at least contact Ruiz and let him know what you've got,
Right.
he would be able to take it off your hands. But Ruiz is no moron either.
Of course not. No. of course
Going to Ruiz with this, and
not. He's gonna figure out.
Yeah.
he pretty much already said that he figured out that you're probably He
doing
doesn't know.
something.
Yeah, he knows that you're doing something along these lines. He knows you're a mutant too. Now,
Right.
if you go and you say to him, "Hey, look, by the way, I've got this guy," he's gonna draw 2 and 2 and 2, and
Yeah.
he's gonna go
Sure.
like, "Okay, what the fuck happened in there? Why are all those people dead?" He's gonna directly correlate you guys to that.
Of course he
You know,
is.
and he's gonna directly correlate you guys to Mental and Squall,
Right.
Right. Of course he is.
who
Yeah.
now have their names out there.
So now, what it comes down
Thanks to
to
me.
is my option.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you told the kids, and those
Good job.
kids sure as fuck
Yeah.
talked to a whole bunch of people after
Yeah.
the cops showed up. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a better plan when I thought we were going to win the battle.
Yeah.
I guess technically we did.
Yeah, it was a draw, I'd say.
Beth.
And that's the thing. It's like, okay, so if you go to Ruiz will be able to take care of it. You
Right.
know
If I
this.
go to Ruiz, he'll figure
He'll
it
be
out.
able to take
if I
care
go
of
to
it.
Shield,
But that
I
by
can't
going
go as myself. I'm risking myself because I'll be alone.
correct. So it's a matter of who would you prefer to know that you're the superhero named Mental?
Right.
Ruiz or possibly Shield? That's what it comes down to.
That's what it comes down to. But
If
as long-
Shield pressures you,
right.
which they might.
Right.
I mean, the thing it is, as far as they're concerned, you guys, let's put it this way. The only Ruiz is not going to think you're supervillains because Ruiz knows you.
Right.
As far as everybody else is concerned, though, that's still out in the air.
Now, you could also, says Gabe, you could also get in contact with S.H.I.E.L.D. through a payphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say you've
Could do
got something from...
If you want me to call up a government agency and be like, "Hey, I got something
I
for
want you
you."
to do the deep throat.
Yes, I do. And then you
Go
set
to
up a place
Second
to
and
meet
First.
them.
Or Second and First, they wouldn't intersect. Go to First and Broadway.
So then you just leave the little mutant there,
Uh-huh.
and you don't have to talk to anybody.
So just give them a drop-off point.
Yeah, and say, look, I've got something from that AIM warehouse you're going to want to see. And you leave that, and this way no one's the wiser.
Hmm.
And you wear your suit to drop it off so nobody
Right.
sees you.
Right. Do it at night.
Of course,
obviously.
at night.
Yeah. You guys going to try and find the other escaped mutant?
Well, I mean, I'm still laid up in
Or
the
at the
hospital.
very,
I've got,
or at the very least, let S.H.I.E.L.D. know about it.
I would
Let
say
them
there's
know.
one on the loose.
Tell
Yeah.
them there's one on the loose.
There's a
yeah.
mutant on the loose.
But there's a mutant. There's two on the loose.
But
and
one of them is our friend.
Yes.
So we just say there's one on the loose somewhere by the FDR.
How are we gonna?
He's probably disrupting
There's two on the
traffic
loose.
right now.
One I'll take care of. You can take care of the other one.
Oh, man. And I haven't even thrown in the real complication yet.
Shit.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's our
all
best
the
bet.
kids that are staying currently at the shelter, they're
Know
going to
everything.
corroborate all that.
Yeah.
Corroborate.
Yeah, you've got them locked down on what the story is going to be. They're not going to talk to anybody.
You haven't
What's
talked
going
to
on
them
with
at all about that, have you?
Well, first of all, they're homeless kids. They're not going to talk to anybody easily, especially law enforcement. They're not going to talk to
That's true.
just because.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
probably not.
they're thinking about who's going to be looking for them. They're homeless. I mean,
Wow.
nobody was looking for them in the first place. We were the only one looking for them.
rude.
No, he's got a point on that. He's got a
He
point
does
on
have
that.
a point. It just
Yeah.
it hurts my heart.
It hurts. Yeah, it
Because
hurts.
I was
But
one of those
That was the
people.
whole. That was the whole point. Why we were looking for them. Nobody else was.
There you go. There
So
you go.
why would they even look for them to mention that
Yeah.
So true.
idea there?
Okay, so you're going to go to an
So I'm gonna-
undisclosed location
Hey,
and drop
right.
off.
Thank God there are still payphones in 1985. It's
Oh,
so
they're
much.
all over the
they're-
place.
It's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
easier to do underhanded business with the payphone than it is in today's world.
That's right.
Yeah. So so basically, there you go. So that's what you plan on doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got to go.
So now I have to convince Deshaun
Mhm.
to give up his little stasis
Oh, he's
unit.
not gonna want. Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to go and talk to Deshaun,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to take care of all of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So
Foolproof plan.
Foolproof. So what I'm going to say happens here. Okay. You worked this out with Gabe. This is
Right.
what I plan to do.
We're in agreement.
You're in agreement. You go to Deshaun. Say, hey, this is what I want to do. You know, I want to.
Well, wait a minute. Hang on. So yeah, this is what I want. I tell him this is what I want to do, and I know this is an original thing of yours that you probably don't want to give up. So what I'm gonna say is, make a copy of it. Make another one before I turn this up. How long would it take for you to remake one of these things?
Can't we just knock this little guy out and put him in a metal box? I'm not there. I'm sorry.
He's already left the hospital.
Yeah.
He's already out.
So Deshaun, when
I'm
you
still scheming at the hospital. That's
when you go to Deshaun and you say, "Hey, Deshaun, you know, I've got a thing." Blah, blah. Well, I mean, if that's what you really want to do, of course, we can work something out. Not a problem. Yes, it is an original design of my own, but I can make another. You're totally correct on this. I'll just need some payment. And as we know, I prefer to get paid in technology that I can use and modify and work on. So if we could just come to an understanding that as you come across any of these things, you could bring them to me. I mean, superheroes such as yourself tend to come across these sort of things all the time.
Oh boy, that was a one-time thing. I'm not. That's
But
not
more
going to be.
importantly,
Oh,
I have a little bit of a problem of my own that perhaps you and your friend could take care of for me. Again, I had some visitors after you were gone. It appears that the collective is having a hard time taking a no as an answer.
all right.
from me.
Who's this collective? This is the second time you've mentioned them.
Well, they're a consortium of supervillains
Oh,
that would like me to work for them. Well, now, before you get all kinds of upset about it, just keep in mind that these are low-ranking, low-tier supervillains, not your top flights. They've banded themselves together for safety in numbers, so to speak.
okay.
But if you could take care of that for me,
Well, how do they get a hold of you? Do you know where they are?
yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yes, I can give you the address.
Okay.
But I wouldn't recommend going there by yourself. I would take your friend if he's on the mend. He probably needs help.
He's on the mend, so we're gonna have to wait, a little bit till he's healed. I don't want to bring him into another fight with his teeth still loose in his head.
Oh, of course. But by all means, you can take the apparatus. The thing of it is that you'll have to stay in the vicinity. Anyone who comes in contact with the stasis field will themselves become stasis. And then with too many different interactions with it, it might shut it down completely, thusly releasing your friend.
Okay. Good.
Or
to
you
know.
could just shrink him down and we could put him into a box.
He is shrunk down.
See?
I could put him into a reinforced container and work on the shrink formula to see if I can't extend out its durations. Again, like I said, these types of
Just give
chemicals
him a
and
little spray right before the open the box.
biochemistry is not really
Little
my
spritz.
forte, but I'm
Well,
sure.
let me ask you this:
Yes.
if we spray him down with the shrink spray before we put it in the box? How long until
Well,
he
and it's
expands again?
and in its current state, it's an hour.
1 hour. Okay.
1 hour. Yes.
But he's not in risk. He's not in risk of enlarging now because he's in the stasis field, right?
You're correct.
Okay. This is all good things.
Ah,
All right.
I have it.
Okay.
My superior intellect has come up with a solution to our problem. I shall make a box in which the stasis containment will fit.
How about that? There you go. Brilliant.
You're just going to have to find somebody that can lift it for you.
Well, how big is the stasis? I thought you said it was a bit as big as a frisbee.
Well, yes, but you're talking about a proper containment unit that will contain the stasis field, so it's going to be rather large. Then, of course, it has to be reinforced to the point where it can't be easily breached. And no offense, Mr. Briggs, but strength is not your forte, we'll say.
No, it's not.
Put it in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. How about a wheelbarrow? Or
Well, between the two of us, we should be able to lever it up onto something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like a dolly of some sort.
Don't you have any friends that are a little bit more robust? Like your friend Gabe. He's
he's healing. He's got a broken arm. He can't lift anything right now. He's got
you must
fractures everywhere.
You probably know somebody else though. I would assume so. But
All right, fine. I'll find somebody to help us carry this thing. You get it ready though. You get it boxed up and ready to move.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah. Okay. So and he goes, "Oh, I know." And so basically, this is what happens. You go leave and give him his time to get his stuff together, conduct your business and what have you. You know, I'm sure there's personal life matter things that you have to take care of.
Sure.
Okay. Give him
Pay
the
the
day.
bills.
He fixes some things up. The next day you come with the van, right?
Right.
And you go back to Deshaun's. Deshaun is there. He's got a metal box container, says that all that stuff is within. And he has the aimbot up and fully functional and dressed in clothes. And he says that the aimbot will move the box container around for you. So just tell him where he needs to go. And then after it's placed, then the aimbot will come back to him.
Okay.
And so you go to wherever you're going to leave it. You take it. You guys drive to where it is, and then you get out, and the guy goes over and puts it down. You make the phone call. You call Shield, or you
Sure.
call?
I call Shield. Yeah.
You call Shield. They come and they collect it up.
Okay.
Okay. So, and that's pretty much that day. And so we'll say that day is done, over with, and then it'll be the next day. So we're talking Monday now, and Gabe is going to get discharged. You can go over, take care of that, and then that's where we'll be able to pick up for the next episode on that part of it, where that's all shaking down.
Okay.
So you're both out. He's healed up enough that he's basically, according to the Marvel rules, you're basically healed. The whole arm and broken arm cast thing is strictly story-wise right now. It's not really going to impede you in any sort.
See, in real life, I'm left-handed, but if I were to punch somebody, I would punch with my right hand anyway.
There you go.
So.
There you go. And so this way you can both.
I think it was funny that that's why I checked my page to make sure that to see what I thought I made him left-handed.
Yep. So
I was hoping I made him right-handed when you said that it was a left hand, but I did not. So he is, because that's going to affect his artwork.
Yes, it will.
Uh-huh.
So you guys can then go ahead and do what you need to do, because there's a number of different things that you have to follow up on. Number one, I think, on your list would have to be going to check in on Wanda and Darian.
Yeah.
And see what's up with that. And you've got Jimmy on the loose.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to mention the other guy.
Right.
So you've got all those leads that you need to go and follow up on. And there you go. So that's where we will will pick up with after having disposed of the one that you had. So, and
Okay.
you've made an arrangement with Deshaun
Right.
to take care of his problem.
Right.
Which I don't know about.
Not
Well,
yet,
that's right.
but you
You
will.
didn't even know about. That's right.
But you will.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's it. You've made it to the end of another episode of Saturday Morning Superheroes. We didn't have any fisticuffs this time around, but we had to get some things in order. We did, hopefully it was as entertaining as watching Old Squall get beaten to a pulp.
I think this was more entertaining, frankly.
I was very entertained by that, I have to say. Very entertained.
Very much
I
so.
almost got him.
Oh, so close, so close. So I just want to give everybody a reminder that every Monday on the channel around 5:30 Eastern time, we have a new episode of the Downroll that we put out. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we have Greyhawk Adventures Presents. We're currently in the
It's
finals.
actually Wicked Studios presents
Wicked Studios.
Greyhawk Adventures, the Ghost of Saltmarsh.
This is
For at least another few weeks, and then it'll be something else.
Something else, yes, because we're wrapping up.
The colon is the important thing, and I think I think that's in life as well as here in D&D world.
Pretty sure your doctor would agree with that one.
Yeah,
but yeah,
get your colon checked, guys.
So and Wednesdays 9 p.m. Eastern time we have Tales of a Savage Land that is here, same channel. And on Saturdays, of course, Saturday morning, you've got this lovely show that you're watching right now. And then at 2 p.m. on Saturdays, we have the Windy City Kindred, which is a masquerade, Vampire the Masquerade show. So with that having all been said, I got all the business stuff out of the way. Kemchan, why don't you go ahead and sign off?
Hey, this is Kemchan playing Jackson Briggs, a.k.a. Mental, signing off from Seattle. Have fun.
Groovy.
Hey, and this is Adam, Gabe / Squall, calling from New York over here. Playing some fucking RPG or something like that. I don't know.
There it is. And of course, I'm Will DM. I'm the judge. And tune in next week, see what these guys decide to go and go head to head with.
I'm sure it'll go off without a hitch.
Well, I think it's you guys definitely have to go and try and find Jimmy.
You definitely have to try to find Jimmy.
I think that's the first and foremost on the plate is taking care of the Jimmy situation.
Well, I think that what we should do is go to their little
go to the
clubhouse,
back to their house,
and see if they're there, and then definitely
start from there.
Yeah, and then go that route.
Yeah, we're definitely new superheroes.
Yeah.
You're not doing a bad job. You're feeling your way, but you're not doing a bad job.
I almost got killed my first time out.
But you didn't get killed.
You didn't.
That was just the luck of the roll, frankly.
Good times. Excellent.
All
right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out. Have a great day.
We'll see you next time.